In this video on Mind Polish, we explore the mystery of clouds, a story told through the lens of science and mentioned over 1,400 years ago in the Quran. Do these ancient verses align with modern scientific truths? Let's dive in and discover together. Could clouds, those light, fluffy structures, hide deeper secrets revealed 1,400 years ago? Before we dive into the mysteries of the clouds, know that science and the Quran are not in contradiction, nor do they compete with one another. Rather, they complement each other in illuminating the mysteries of the universe. This harmony between science and scripture doesn't imply one overrides the other, but instead, they offer different lenses to understand the same reality. While science provides us with the tools to explore and understand the natural world through observation and experimentation, the Quran offers divine wisdom that encourages reflection on the same phenomena and drives us to observe and learn about God's creation. Together, they form a harmonious relationship. Science unveils the how behind creation, and the Quran reveals facts that were unknown at the time it was revealed, urging us to appreciate the deeper meanings and purpose within the intricate workings of the cosmos. The story of clouds begins with a journey into the sky, where they seem like soft pillows, hanging high above in the heavens. When we look up, these clouds appear weightless, as if suspended by invisible strings. Yet, their true nature is far more astonishing. Centuries ago, when the Quran was revealed, and in the civilizations that followed, clouds were seen as light and ethereal, vaporous beings drifting effortlessly across the sky. In the minds of early observers, clouds were delicate formations, far removed from the heaviness of the earth. The common perception, particularly in the Arabian Peninsula, was that clouds were gentle and benign, reflecting their appearance in the serene desert sky. Ancient Greek philosophers and civilizations in Mesopotamia, India, and beyond all shared a similar understanding, often attributing clouds and rain to divine forces or mystical processes, rather than investigating their physical properties. For centuries, it was natural for early civilizations to perceive clouds as light and weightless, a perception that persisted until science took its first steps toward unraveling the true nature of these skyborne structures. With the advancement of science, we began to understand clouds in their true form. The discovery that clouds carry immense weight is a relatively modern realization, emerging only in the 20th century with the study of meteorology. Scientists like Margaret Peggy Lamone and others calculated the sheer mass of clouds, revealing that even the fluffy, cotton-like cumulus clouds are far from weightless. The notion that a single kilometer-long cloud can weigh around 500,000 kilograms, as heavy as 100 elephants, is astonishing, a discovery that stands in contrast to the ancient views of clouds as feather-light objects. This was discovered by calculating the volume and density of the water droplets within the cloud. A kilometer-long cloud is almost 500,000 kilograms, or 500 tons, so how do they remain in the sky? Why don't they fall under their immense weight? Now, as science uncovers how heavy clouds are, let's go to the wisdom of the Quran, which alluded to the weight of clouds long before these discoveries. Before modern science, the Quran eloquently pointed to the weight of clouds. In Surah Ar-8, it states, "It is He who shows you the lightning, causing fear and hope, and He generates the heavy clouds." In another verse in the Quran, Allah paints a vivid picture of the skies, mountains, and rain, urging humanity to reflect on the wonders of creation. The verse that aligns with this modern understanding of clouds can be found in Surah An-Nur. Do you not see that Allah drives the clouds, then He brings them together, then He makes them into a mass, and you see the rain emerge from within it? This verse speaks to a truth known thousands of years before the advent of meteorology. The clouds are driven, gathered together, and turned into a mass, a subtle indication that they are far from weightless. But the true marvel is in the next part. From this mass, rain emerges. Just as science explains, these tiny water droplets condense and become heavier, eventually forming raindrops. Now, back to science. How do these clouds float despite their massive weight? Hydrologists like Armin Sarushin tell us that the answer lies in the minute size of the cloud droplets. These droplets are so tiny, almost 1,000,000 times smaller than the typical raindrop, and they fall so slowly that the wind can keep them afloat. As we hear this, we can't help but notice that it resonates with another part of the Quranic verse, where Allah drives and holds the clouds together until the moment comes for the rain to fall. Here, the invisible hand of wind and heat keeps these droplets suspended. As the warm air rises, the clouds gain buoyancy, much like ships in the sky, their weight balanced against the cooler air beneath. But the Quran goes deeper still. In Surah Ar-Rum, Allah emphasizes the significance of rain, but also the description of the clouds is quite astonishing. And it is He who sends the winds as good tidings before His mercy until, when they have carried heavy clouds, we drive them to a dead land, and we send down rain therein and bring forth thereby some of all the fruits. In the end, this story of clouds weaves together threads of ancient wisdom and modern discovery. Both science and scripture remind us of the same awe-inspiring reality. Clouds, though they may seem light and delicate, carry immense weight, guided by forces we can only begin to understand. From the heights of the sky to the moment they deliver rain, they are part of a grand design that is both scientifically complex and divinely ordained. As you look up at the sky, remember this: the clouds above you carry not only millions of water droplets but also the wisdom of the ages, captured both in the words of Allah and in the understanding of humankind. At a time when clouds were widely viewed as weightless, the Quran's reference to heavy clouds was not only remarkable but also a profound insight, one that we now see confirmed by modern science. The Quran's depiction was ahead of its time, aligning perfectly with later discoveries, showing us that the understanding of clouds is not just a recent achievement of science but a marvel recognized through divine revelation as well. But, let us know what you think in the comments below. So, what do you think about these verses that describe the heavy clouds 1,400 years ago? Does this ancient depiction of clouds hint at a divine understanding of nature, far ahead of its time? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through science and faith, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from Mind Polish. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.